Team, welcome to Cooking with CJ. I'm CJ. Today we're gonna be making some Scotch eggs in the air fryer. You're gonna wanna stick around for this one, but we're gonna jump right into it. Guys, a Scotch egg is like a perfect brunch or breakfast type finger food, if you will. All you got is either a hard-boiled or a soft-boiled egg in there. You wrap it up with your sausage, coat it in some breadcrumbs or panko crumbs, right? And then fry it off. Mostly it's done in, using oil on a stove, but we're finding easier ways of doing things in the air fryer. So we're gonna use a little avocado oil to spray on the outside. It's a fraction of the oil you normally use, and we're gonna get it done in the air fryer. I'm using my Ninja Foodi grill, but you guys can use whatever air fryer you want. The parameters are for any air frying, okay? Let me go over the ingredients, and guys, I will have a link to the printed recipe on my website down below. Make sure you check it out. The items you're gonna need on here is sausage, a breakfast sausage, minced pork, whatever you guys wanna do. I have a pound of breakfast sausage. This is gonna make 4 servings, okay? We're going to cook 6 eggs. We're gonna soft boil them for about 7 to 8 minutes, where it's still a little runny inside, a little jammy on that yolk, but the whites will be pretty set up, okay? I do 6, even though I'm only making 4 servings, because sometimes when you're peeling them or they break or anything like that, you wanna have extras, okay? So I have these eggs done. There's 4 of them that are looking okay to use, and there's a couple that we're not gonna use. So work smarter, not harder. Make a couple extra eggs when you're doing your soft boil. I have a little seasoning salt. I have a little garlic jalapeno from Kosmo's Q. You can use whatever seasoning salt you want to use. We're gonna add it to our pork. I have some sliced up green onions that we're gonna put in with the pork, and we're gonna mix that all together. Just make obviously the base of the shell. We have about a half a cup of flour. We got our panko breadcrumbs. They're the Italian seasoned panko breadcrumbs, but you can use whatever you want. Got a couple extra eggs for the dredge when we put our breading on. Got some avocado oil to spray it down, but that's it. Relatively simple, and this will come together relatively quickly. We're using 1 pound of sausage, portion out into 4-ounce patties. Squish them up, get them as thin as possible. Wrap the eggs in it gently, because we soft boiled these eggs. They're a little bit looser to work with, so you kind of want to take your time with it, but that's it. All right, before we get on to our Ninja Foodi grill station, otherwise known as, that's right, my kitchen island, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let's get started. All right, let's get our sausage mixed up. Add a little seasoning salt in there, a little Kosmo's Q, jalapeno garlic, and then we'll get some of our spring onions in there. Then we'll give it a mix. We want max flavor in these. So I got my gloves on. We're just gonna give this a mix through. The green onions in there are gonna complement that sausage. It's gonna be crazy tasty. All right, we got some parchment paper right here. Like I said, we're gonna portion these out for even kind of meatball style, meatball size. That in half, break this in another half. Next up, we're gonna form our little patties here. Thought about using more parchment paper to flatten it out, but just kind of make yourself a little divot in there. Okay. Using your hand as a cup helps. Okay, I've seen different ways that people do this, but you want to have it as even as possible. The sausage as even as possible around the egg. The next thing we're gonna do is plop our egg lengthwise in there, and then slowly but surely bring it up. Okay, kind of start pinching the edges. And it will still obviously retain the egg shape on there. Make sure you got everything covered up. We'll just go ahead and put that back on the parchment paper. So while we're putting these together, I want to tell you a story on how I came across these Scotch eggs. Now, if you guys know me for a long time, follow along, big fan of going to Vegas. It's our second home, our Disneyland, all that stuff. Back in the day, there was a hotel called the Riviera. Now I believe it's just a parking lot or part of some convention center, but they had a little Irish pub in there, and we stayed there one time, went to the Irish pub, obviously had a adult beverage or 2. And I noticed on their appetizer menu, they had Scotch eggs. I'm like, sausage wrapped around the egg, breaded, but that's just madness. Can't go wrong with that. And I've had it many places, I made it at the house, using some oil, practiced it on the air fryer, got the recipe down for you guys. Thought it'd be a healthier version of way of doing this, okay? So, just keep working with me. I put a little extra seasoning salt in the flour. I'm gonna kind of flour up my hands a little bit here, so hopefully it doesn't stick as much. We're using the flour to kind of absorb some of the moisture. Get the egg, covering our Scotch egg. We're using egg to cover our egg. And guys, I'm using gloves for this. Do a lot of filming and lighting in here, so, and then just cover it up. Okay, beauty. All right, next one. All right, we'll give these eggs a little spray down with some avocado oil on the top. Then we get them in the air fryer and we'll spray them. Time to get this Foodi grill set up. We're gonna move it to air crisp over here. 10 minutes on there. Start that preheating. It's time to add our Scotch eggs in there. Go ahead and use a little spatula. Could have fit a couple more in there, but like I said, we're only doing the serving size for 4. Got our avocado oil again. We're gonna spray them down again. All right, shut it down, check it in 5 minutes. The thought of making Scotch eggs in my Ninja Foodi grill was actually an idea of one of my subscribers, David Crooks. He's in my Ninja Foodi grill recipes and ideas group on Facebook. Said, hey, why don't you make this? I put it out to my group, give me some ideas, for the Ninja Foodi grill. So I chose this one. So David, thank you for the idea. I love these things. I'm gonna grab me a adult beverage or two. Something a little frothy, a little sudsy. Power a couple of these down. All right, halfway through. We're getting a little bit of brownage on there. All right, another 5 minutes. Team, I forgot to flip these bad boys, so I believe they're gonna take a little bit longer than the 10 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and give these a flip. We went ahead and gave them a flip real quick. We're gonna give them a little spray down. We're gonna cook them another 7-8 minutes on this side. So total cook time is gonna be more like 15 minutes. I'll put that in the recipe notes, okay? These are a little bit bigger than the other ones I've made, so they're gonna take a little bit more time. Shut it down, reset the clock for another 7-8 minutes, and we'll be good to go. All right, so team, like I was saying, this is gonna take a little bit longer. So on the linked recipe, we're gonna put 10 to 15 minutes, okay? Again, these are a little bit thicker than the ones I've made before, so it's, we're pivoting. That's why you check, that's why you make sure everything's browning up just right, cooking up just right. I forgot to flip halfway through as it was kind of getting close to check on the 10 minutes. I was like, oh, hey, dummy, flip the thing. So we flipped it. It still needs more time. So it actually worked out right that I kind of spaced on the flipping, because it really would have needed to flip at like 8 to 9 minutes as opposed to the 5 minutes, right? Keep that in mind. And again, these will be in all the show notes in the linked recipe. But we're moving, we're grooving. It's gonna be done in no time. It's gonna be good stuff, guys. Okay, guys, we are all done. Looking nice and crispy, luscious. All right, let's get these off onto a rack and we'll cut into them. Right, guys, we got our Scotch egg off. I have a serrated knife here. I recommend that you use a serrated knife. So we're just gonna cut into it. You can hear it crispy through. All right. There we go. Nice and kind of jammy center right there. You see a little bit of that yolk, but not overpoweringly running out. But it's looking dang good. Sausage is cooked perfect. All right, let's get this plated up. Guys, we're done. It turned out perfect. Has that nice little kind of runny, jammy inside. It's good to go. The timing of it, you gotta roll with the punches. One thing I do is, that instant read thermometer. I actually made my own instant read thermometers. So if you guys wanna get yourself, cooking with CJ, instant read thermometer, links down below to the website, you can check it out. But anyway, when I check the temp on these, pork, you want it to go 160, 165, especially like this where it's kind of encapsulating something. I stuck it just a little bit in, so you're not trying to puncture that egg, but you're getting into the sausage part of it. So keep that in mind if you're gonna try to use the instant read thermometer on this. With that 15 minutes with these big eggs, it was fine. Cooked all the way through, you're good to go. But I always kind of check using internal temperatures, and we've talked about that on the channel before. Guys, it's time to try these. I'm gonna put a little flaky salt on the top of these, on the top of the bite. Okay, so cheers. You know it's good. So good. Man, that's good. Y'all need to try this one. Guys, this recipe can be done on any air fryer, but if you want to get yourself a Ninja Foodi grill and griddle, like the one I used on this, I'll put a link down below to the website and check it out. If you guys want to get any of the merch, you know, thermometers, my cookbooks, any of that stuff, the link will be down below to my website, so you check it out too. If you want to become a show producer like all these lovely people right here, make sure you hit that join button right next to that subscribe button. Get your name forever immortalized here on YouTube. But that's it for this week, guys. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.